from the camp of the MPP. The head of PR, YEA, or National Communication Team member for the MPP. Awa Muhammad, what can I say? Awa Memo Akwaba. Baby Abokwano Pay. Great. YEA Nema Koye. Right. I'm saying, your best is our microphone, bra. You CJ Honamame Y. Now, yes, sir. Our microphone, my man, a counterpart from the NDC, Meman Akwaba, the member of parliament, new Edubiase constituency in the Shanti region, Adams Abdul Salam, honorable Memo Akwaba. Yeah. But you be a boko there. Great. Constituency boko.
Constituency boko.
Oh, okay.
Right. MPP for no more comport
okay.
Mpensenpensenmu or but omo comport who said ye constituencies be a jedema Jana Gusua Edena ye honomo Mpensenpensenmu or honoma a bibu food ye nanso omo
honorable now go to honorable George Drono.
Okay.
What's say?
So only me say if you ha.
That be me name no. Me name that's not classroom or game park.
You know.
Aye.
You say if you hang na there.
Yes, if you are the Oba Hapa.
Ahana ye to abananko wi ni.
Anyway, it is well.
Mo ba di biase be bo adwuma nyina.
Okay.
Bo adwuma nyina ma.
It is well. It is well. As well. Yeah. Anyway, and I'm Rashid Bejam so to say.
I'm Rashid Bejam Boko. I mean, awal ne party for no na. O mama says ye ntimi ntu ye to. So ye ko parliament ye ko ya ban adwuma. Na ya ye bi so de ama ye constituency for.
Yeah.
Na aka Ghana for nyina. Na wo hwa di free say ye kan 2022 budget. Adwuma wo say aban ne de ba. Na ye de ma wo mo no. Omo twetwe omo nan ase. O hwa uti abeka se o no mo de kwahye honorable right honorable speaker the ono na ama aban adwuma no enko se de wosisi kono ya no mo de aba be hye ye friend is saying ye ni aye MPC say o ye na ye mpesa aban adwuma ebe koso but me gi this revelations are eba no e dey the pefe say eye MPP for mrehye bedwafo no omo ankasa na mpese aban adwuma ebe koso nti NDC ye ko parliament ye ko bisa questions ni ye statement ni ye ko aban ni hweye
right
oni adwuma bia oni business papa bia wode ye ba na minim said ye eda omo anyina akoma so eda omo akoma so ye pese ye hu adwuma ma omo na ni 11 no.
But the honorable Medase, honorable Adams Abdul Salam, a member of parliament, new Edubiase now in Canada, and the birthday of the wife of honorable Yahweh Duchum, education minister, Nehokafo, and Nawoda. Happy birthday, Ma Selena Ya Educhum. Mommy, asumdwe nka opa ya we show well. Happy birthday. In fact, we love you. Yakupon Shura 106.3 will be deeper asumdwe nka. Awa Muhammad.
Asapa. Nyame adom.
Sharp.
Yeguso afina the elections of the polling stations no say a buy no the 3 days the set is yemfa enton forms na na copy March 5th there na yatimi aye elections near wie and electoral area coordinators no na yaba constituency na yaba regional na yaba national so far so good even though there are few instances bia me gidi say normal kete bi ankoye but I believe say bibia ekoso kama say we bibi in 275 constituencies now betimi mention miensa anase enaya. I should tell you one thing, say indeed largely successful again we no so feel how share the clamor say nkrofo aye krado agitwi say omo epese omo eko na omo a contest at the polling station level, especially in Ashanti region where you have PhD holders trying to pick form to contest at the polling station level. It should tell you that your base no very solid because it drew baby some political parties it me be for and picking nominations to contest at the polling station. They don't do it because omo feel say the party in attractive say and a bedroom Mpensenpensenmu the 25 per each polling station forms and a core to be sold. Ebikura can say 25 at the polling station itimi sign. Even though we had a very smooth one in the Asawase.
Each polling station, how many positions there were?
5. But the forms Makuma 25 now call.
And the 25 bet me a contest.
Exactly, a bit me a contest the 5 positions. Inti Osha no nama bebre say omo hodo party for hodo na keka. Yes, it started for the first day. But second day, third day, no, Emma, Bibia echo smooth. Adeba kwa etomo, especially the mention of any say, Chamawun to me, I can say what form. No, only say Alan Chiramantin Crawford, I can say no so atoni na. Dr. Baumian so I can say what and Chamawun to me, so especially a shanty region can say what no. Emma problem kakra by because in the mention of no, according to our Geraldo, our director of elections, or can say. Chamawun to me to 1,000 Emma existing polling station executives. Omunti nipa na we polling station executive ya twamano. It is a be contest ya so utua. But constituency ne say so much say interview bi akose ya to ni nyina dia ena so mugini free. And that is the only bone of contention. Then you say bi yini ni ho.
Okay.
Form nini ho. Iti eno na ama at least eno aba but we nyina no megide se ni nyina akojojo. Yentu aba no na yentu ni ye because afina ye be ombe organize at every polling station.
Okay.
Na ya nanti ana ya toto aba ni nyina ye tu wi na be electoral area coordinator no. Say etiminya this one year eno kire se party ni solid on the ground sir.
Okay.
Ombetimi aye campaign ama ye na yetimi a break the 8.
Mate Awal Mohammed medase ebusia Awal Mohammed head of PR for YE and out in Kano. Yeah, concept no so ne be start here fi Ghana Mrashibegam on Honorable Sarah Adjoasafo, Member of Parliament, Domekwa Benya constituency on also na Minister, Gender, Children and Social Protection on leave. Now with all the controversies are ekosono yentie de enra ne General Secretary ekan wo ekosi se emra ne Philip Osebonsu obi etnase.
And yes, I'm follow. I'm involved. Some of it border on personal issue. Makes me in much more. Sebi, or whatever it is. You take it to sooner, and say Bibinia. Kamijiri se wetu kwaya wedi a check akra ya brosono. For this reason or that reason, or be check akra inti support was a demand. As a party, we try as much as we can to make sure say Obeba joining the colleagues. Parliament. Na Matis and go for a conversation about the fact say 15 days one co-parliament yet me union and said I'm just simple sir. We share constitution say 15 days one call without a permission. Permission is to get to us. Or say neutral there. Until you neutral. But oh, or say there. Okay, visa. So be neutral to your passion, be a passion on to your neutral said then visa. And it's such a person, who did delay I don't actually assuming possess one money permission. Straight away, and also without a permission until it must be proven. You have to improve or plenary. I will say a core privileges committee.
Yes.
No bachelor de Crontia, service, so bachelor de Crontia. I also mujitum say, watch it, so my jant. Not trainers or mujitum and even on my jant number report, a war plenary honor. Oh. And then BBI vote you vote to say, oh, you have to see you don't know vote to that. Now it is important, say, you be a deeper conversation on this matter. You be creating impression, say, young Casacra, if you see, you know, can't there make catch it or say, make cat dear. I was say, Ghana 40, or also, or a bagumba, or sorty, said the Americano, so because I just have a minimum answer or be member of parliament. Satama on deny ticket so any parliamentar on your minister. Nana Johnson for and so said their son. So anti party so IB. Anti Mijiri said no America. The TBI and I'm saying so yes, but it's about can't we dear. Maybe I mean put you to be our put you no. But and you're good. Now they make a chair we say also the American. American just say yeah got to take a decision.
Is it something as a party?
People my got to guide. What did I say? Nyama be very won't bet like I'm saying, you know, any pleasant for anybody. MPP pet and I am buying a pet and Ghana for you now because assume is Angola now finance minister I read, you know, the levy akone apasia. Even say 1%, 1.5%, 1.7. It is coming back now. Yedi, scanner yedi aboa man. Say in absence, no air course will be bisa. Not just the levy, a lot of other things. A lot of other things. Discussions are also crying healthy for the party. Discussions are also and I say me who TikTok be our year. Go on so sapa. But me who I didn't know. Bakuma de Makuma. Now even for old video look cry. Me who yes be a Makuma yeah me no. Sen come here ordinary party person. And I come back to high. Now questions are obviously. Ka answers are the amount. Tenka, yes, me a part of the discussion. Any decisions I be now I bomb more than ye so nanka me just ordinary person. Then me who's a TikTok. Nanka who be some the kind of questions. Says I am the amount. Kaubu. And as a by election, the MP be to me at any time. So why sending down on here also across the carpet? Or which I say they be to across the carpet. Young by election. As for surprises, even as we speak now, a few MPs are home for Mokra. You bet me at say BBAC apart from Adja Saf. I know they are surprise to me as a politician. No, part of my planning all the time. They are no problem to me at all. And by election, any problem. Okay. But the presidents any who share any age, any level will do. Any baby and kaye share so be kwa kodu and no na ebia e kati amempe obviously o de ma no be fa ha sisi uncle fa mokola sisi a MPP for ubonza got a kind of support and support for the man no say with this one about from pa GDP. But so anyhow, here is our parliament or your car on you. And the yati and the anti. The yati, the yati. So they mention. But the outside, the only answer better than Adom for no. Here's our parliament now. A bad Juma, Cosias to weather Wakasa on Casayo. And no doubt.
Adom FM.
Well, Abusia, we are the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, John Buedu Enra, or Tanasi Wekosi Sense, or Philip or Sebonsu Obi, or Asempa 94.7, Debia 2 p.m. na Obi at Tanasi. Young Koyanim na afe first, Mame starting for a while, so answer honorable Mabaso. A while, Mojin say honorable Adwasafu, Onimundini ye, baby Edwina was a mo take a decision now, mo unifi parliament.
As I'm coming, Canessa, but I worry, say, Ubi cry elected, especially the good people of Domi Kwabinya. I elected Ubi say Onko, Mrashe Bedroom na oni Onko, Jina Omanemu, na MP no, ewa baby, wakwa kwentua, wakwatina hosabe, busumi miansa, anase busumi nine. Inti enokrano a cause of worry, esanse, umuhia, omu MP no. Na waboa MC no na omatimi aye adwuma even though me feel an orphan constituency, that is the Asawasi constituency, but there is a closer collaboration between the MC and the MP because obaby obeka say MP betimi akoka kire say chale koha na ko unlock bibi and say ombeba manim e parliament nti munye ni say na mumwa say na be ya development betimi akọ. So the MC needs her to at least collaborate with her na omo aye adwuma ewo eye Domi Kwabinya ho. Again, when you say hanged parliament, this is something I nyina honorable Ekasan was you yama omo entimin to omo eto ko ba bia esa setem bia omo parliament eno eya dia make I say president can say God in his own wisdom and who say it was a MPP ni NDC nyina ye adwuma together na MPs no Obi antennas because we say initially Obi electing the MP. They be one and a business deals in the account. He say MP to me because at any point in time any decision can be taken. I bet me maybe affecting a political party in the account. It's when the majority say the no hygienic akra in terms of governance of this country. Normal was a koso na anka wo hwa. Anka betimi aboa ama atimi akoso no a eni ho no. Bijisa mpanefo edi ho komo, edi ho kita ho a omo nsema enkrofo ka wachiri remains speculations because up to now obi anten nka enti the intia or any normal ekeka ho again say you say 15 days no ya na was say wa vacate no enye automatic say no one say anka speaker betima be kan say wa declare her seat ni vacant was say privileges committee ebam was say yema nipa no fair hearing was say nipa no echirim die ntia okoya one permission and answer we bisa the okan no etosumu pa etimi e de chana na otoaso na adwuma say ontosumu na oni evidence a na ye de nsensema aba say ya sending is kase wombra na keka ho ni nyina de hia kesepa ne say obeba no represented the good people of Domiko Abinya na obeto na adwuma so as minister for gender, children and social protection ebetimi aboa on mine because sanitation minister and edasote as gender minister oye ni mi enu nyina eno ha aban no ha amamu no pa esa say nim se obetimi aye adwuma na ye de no ba as gender minister nti quite apart from the parliamentary duties no she's also the minister, substantive minister or called through parliament approve no ono kra de time I approve you no na nsensem ni ho say 4-5 MP ministers bi a on pass it through a nsensem by but on cry there okoye no o chirechire mu o chire ni vision parliament unanimously ehu say obetima ya adwuma no president appointing no parliament say obetima ya adwuma na de adwuma na ma ne say onye esi sanitation minister na ehwe ho enti ono nko akra ehwe ni sanitation na ekohu say ene na obeka ho a woye enti yesere honorable Joseph baby o bia no minister mpanimfo ni dinkita ho de but omra se na be ya obetimi abo abeboa obi ani ho a obepe se yebeka se yanko by elections because ene se ka se declare sa seat ni vacant ya declare ni vacant the electoral commission within 3 months to organize elections so eno kire se Domiko Abenya enya representation for more than a month and also very very dire again even in parliament and ekra is say on kokra na yin firo enye easy sir because we in free ho wia the party can sack her we in free party no more we here 15 days bia bio and that's on no abetimi resign because your professor why you say no MP and can say we're free the political party sponsor and then automatically he vacated the seat yakoye by elections and he lost eti eno enye say obi beka say ye ni free ho and the best thing I believe that it may the be here kese pa ne se obeba na obeto na adwuma so oba na office ontimi nya adwuma na obeye ya we don't have any problem with that because one na can say obeye and a party ni sponsor no and until na say general secretary can say or the ticket so na ekoye as a Joseph yes na friend as Joseph but we join the MPP no emma no ahode and or the winning that seat no and she's not the first time MP this is 12 years 2 terms and okui and no chira say at least waye adwuma and until na ma omo renew the mandate no eti baby obi ano mingin di se obeka se I obi ana so be a cabinet minister a gender minister no I can say you know emfiri ho na yemfa ne be deputy speaker or deputy friend saying majority leader. She served as deputy majority leader, minister for procurement. Yeah. But we free ho. They say we substantive minister for gender, and I was saying a cabinet minister. That status alone, so I don't think it's a BBC ability. But the young giant mano na yentenenka, even though his aid no kasa or see about this week. Inti embo mpa ese obeba this week no watu na adwuma so as MP watu na adwuma so as minister na oko parliament na yetimi ahu ekwan ebetimi afa so but enye 11 na chinchina yese ye de to high de to honorable say bibia enkoso esanse ye twen adwasafo appropriation ya approve mo pass as say no aban eguso a wo ye ade ba ko na aka that is the e-levy and also even day na mo beka ho asem no ye ka say montwentwen so that was what the minister said in parliament so montwentwen so na enye further consultation mo ka say mo mpene na mo koya mo to etia ya the same parliament assign can say you reverse it, you sign the ababium, but when it you be further consultations, some consultations on also a coso bibi a coso kama start kofodia almost enya de pa oh way a waste of money or muntimi bibia any impact bia you call takrade omu de coso takrade to the extent that obi bia oba hobia no bia ni ho can say 11 de muntwam I just say nipa 4 na omo ye NDC for omo ba ho omo regional communication director, the 3 regional communications team members na omo ba ye no omo nkwa na omo bisa questions a e kire se anka ya nye 11 but omo maka nyina including lecturers e can say yenye no 1% percentage na eso but no the better option in the keka quickly they came to we free takurade ye bedu ya no omo be press conference omo headquarters say 11 no sa town hall yenjai me enye kura esan say emwa oman no nkrofon so ntiase anya adwuma press conference na adwuma na omode etwaso demonstration etwaso still we're doing the consultations and almost baby obe scan bia no baby obe tie bia no obe say obi eka the views majority of the people who went there people are more civil society open to everyone. Letters were sent across. Omunyina can say to sense that Catholic Bishops Conference Krabeka. So mutina si hwe no omuhusa ade no adepa a chance beko IMF na former president Mahama can say yenko IMF no because MY emebunu nya adwuma nye enti enye 11 but enye 1%. We consultations na edi we nyina eba so enye se bia adwasafo ni ho ntina yan approve ye guso a ye consultations and ye wi na feel say e wo say ye ya na e dey asamba parliament na parliament ya hwe na ya lobby MPs like you I nim say at least mu pe we babunu wo pese mabunu so ebenya adwuma ye ne na keka ho na motive because all unim say o leader kura no aka because Haruna Idrisu ekoka no e wo ba bi say 11 nya adeboni ono de osuse 1% and a papa and I said don't get because but in principle they know that 11 no e idea ebe boayen ama ya generate 6.9 billion a year kan and yet that crucial every year sana ye begin sana ye de ahye you start ye loans na ya gigi bebre na ye kana edoso no na retire bi na ye de aka no so aye ya kwan say uko ba bia regional capital bia bia emini nyina fiba Ashanti region ya fix almost all the roads through your friends say asphalt overlay Kumasi kwan na Mecca to be precise ya ye ni nyina me kuro Asante Fijasi kuro mo nyina ya ta yes baby ya ta baby
okay
so eno kire say ampa say yenya sika bebrea ebetimi aya kwan ni bebre na yetimi fix your roads ni
right Aba Mohammed medase bebre medase pa on the head of PRYE after me call honorable Adom Abdul Salam member of parliament new Edubiase honorable and adjust for absence you know saying this affected majority for adwuma in parliament because when our one rush begin
well medase na edika no ma min share new Edubiase for na mencha motiefo nyina this is the first time me ba program so but Adom de 2006 na me was school na be sha say me ye adwuma wa ha nti ye chia obia na nkadwo asafo sem ne kwan ya fa so a ana ni impact on majority ni umadwuma de o parliament de nka NDC ni amesa o parliament me ye minority de nka me de na nka efa me ho ban we den ke NPP for asem na de ama abeye adia ase abefa amana abefa obi a ho no so we NDC o so we NPP o and say parliament e was say adwuma no ekoso na say parliament so adwuma no bekoso a hia NPP for a omo majority and hia NDC for nso e was say nyina ye adwuma bom na adwuma no ekoso fi say aban no entimi fa business mma na yenka say minority for yenkwa say majority for ni okra yenkwa yaji yeye ana majority for so ntimi nka say adwuma no mo kwa aji eye enti no time bia na wo say adwuma no ekoso na o hwe say the parliament asi aye na 137 one independent akoma akohia say abribia na especially say aban the business e be require say wo say ye to so aba e wo say abribia na obia e wo parliament ho no ti said there now where can Fabi Sonaye now a beb woman that depend the work of parliament in terms of say MPs abribia na yebewo honom na ye adwuma no abribia obehwe TV no na obia wo honom eboa ye first timers ni say eboa ma yesua ade fi say time bia say seniors no wo honom a omo kasa na usua bi na eboa so ma aban adwuma na ekoso promprom na ade ba kwa wasi nyina ye hye ne so ne say this is not the first time you see MPB oni ho ana say emredo do a ye standing orders ne de ma ye say woni ho no ma wo say wo parliament ho no no. This is not the first time MPB abuso say ye hwe the current parliament ye ya then say ni ye analysis bi about MPs are omo absent omo ho pa honorable Kennedy Japan and free radio back so minim say endra no wo ye friend say anopa no wo ne na tu ho e bia obeba ha wo de aye crusader and there was adwo asafo ye mbo na sendua mu no say ye ka say ye apply the same principle when mrana ono ankasa kra this current parliament ye di no fi say ye hwehwe mu kire say parliament ye yi wa absent no ho for more than 15 to 17 days one permission. Honorable Coty, Greater Accra Regional Minister.
Henry Coty.
The same thing. What absenting on home for more than days standing orders no a man home kind. Sa na yenua ba Dwaso Nsem. And I'm sure say now I wasn't in the 7th parliament. Me sure say sa time na MPP for more overwhelming majority. Na ndisi ne ye 106 ne de sa time kra de me sure say bia be 1 year kra ye MPB o hono ma ye say be 6 months ema me kai say emre bi honorable Rasmubara kra no e raise issues no on the floor say nki yan hwe ne yenye hwehwe mu say ade nti na MPB be 1 year na ye hu wo parliament da enti in the first place na we say ye establish say enye emre dikan ni a MPB what na fie be 2 weeks on my parliament so what you say na de ma we say no MPP for and there will be sorry general secretary Ekabi yenua awati heya asemi wode wada ohun se de obesi aka no ene say ene MPP for ehia se omo 137 no deputy speaker from na MP or independent candidate ode no ho akoka omo no omu hia se abere bia na omo be wo parliament na omo timi e de aye omo business na we nyina se ne se ye ka se yi lebi omo de ba ye ka kire omo se enya de beboa Ghana fo de how beba nti mo ntwen san na ebia mo nsan kwadwene bibi foforo mo nkopɛ akwan foforo mo befa so a se sika ye ka ho ase mo betimi reason so mo tie ana omo twesan ya enne nko obi eni ho bebo Adwaso Nsem so what you say enti no the point is that the da koso ni ade nyina ne se wo sa Adwaso Nsem se de oye no so yare enti na watu kwan se bibi ha no enti na oni ho se oji permission ansa na woko se wanje permission ansa na woko no kwan bia so wo so oba e de enti na wo so oba omra na MPP for yentimi approve e-levy so na de Adwaso Nsem e kan ma ye nyina ya tene se e-levy no se de NDC for yen kokos no yesi yen jintum no sa na ono so wan jintum fi so wan jintum onyi ni se e-levy no abre yimu a omayimu aye dendenden edikan adwuma ni ho wo se wo de ba na wa ba be create adwuma de ama mrantie e-levy so wo de ba mrantie ne mabawa omuye bojobojo omuye nnwuma nketenkete ni ade omo na ekwa affect omo pa enti already no mrantie no wonhwe ehun se sika wo de ba wo se wo de ba baji omu sika na wo sa de create adwuma ne se adwuma no kra no sika no mbetime atua in the first place nti Adwaso Nsem se woni ye adwene e wo sa kwan no so Adwaso Nsem se e-levy no say the bar it will amount to double taxation.
Me bacho o de submission e be bisa
was say it amounts to double taxation. Fi say me Jimmy Sika Makatua abai no what me income tax.
My honorable, I will be a question. Let me actually maybe I address a forecast.
Oh, na address for AMPP ni.
Yeah.
Why ye leader da? She knows what this means. When him how important are numbers our parliament ye. Na yetimi the private jet ako US. I'm saying no Florida na say baby. Ako Florida the private jet ako fano. E de na ba be si ha. Ye de na ba be si kotoka e de motorcade. Ako fano e de na ba. Ye de no ko shefie. We say 11 no. Me ma na ma pass. I say chere say. E dey say other reasons be wo ho other than your friend is
and one out here sir.
Interpretation and one no. What's one do to? Me jitum say 11 no enye. Me en pass. Enti say we say me yare kura me ko parliament. Akwa ko make sure say ya to about ya 11 no. So what you see? Na so obi a wono waye deputy majority leader pen, waye cabinet minister. Wase ade na enye enti me dwane me ko US. Ana chief of staff e pa ne chewa ma honorable Kennedy Japan $120,000. E de koto na council mu ene yesa de private jet. Esa call ye e ko fa ne buy o ko shefie. Chief of staff had to go to her house. According to Kennedy Japan for over 30 minutes, na chief of staff ejina negate. Osama ne kwan ya obewura ne living room eye ne the friend hall no okotena ho ehon so for 30 minutes until for over 1 hour. Adwa safo se memma fi se 11 no eye mamboye tax. Enti se ubisa se asemu o kan he anasa ade a what other interpretation are the better so?
Okay, until no inferences now making.
The other ones are or more can say or say or per se ye no ye jab afenyo markings position no ede emano fi se na or ye deputy majority leader and then the yaba be the cabinet minister na eye aban we say pe so and as we cabinet minister kura na on hutimi kire wa say afa the cabinet minister na midi no munje me munam mfa memra parliament fi say aban no even as a minister no me ho kire me hwe nkoso. That is the message Adwa is sending to us. Say and say we minister kura na enuoma mu say the enuoma mu aye din amagana fo no sa na wo minister no so aho kire e ba wo so fi say wo kokotena ministry ho no ma say the parliament and there was oba parliament kura minim the oba be e parliament as a deputy majority leader. And a clear message Adwa edima ye ne say 11 no onfoa so na enya de nso a ono betimi ede ne ho afore for sade no.
Okay.
So what you say na de enti a den ma no say obeba parliament ne say we say no I usual enye secret ballot. Enye secret balloting. So what you say we are standing orders no we is either a voice vote and as a head count. The head count no dey say wo ho no ma
and they count
ana sa wo ho nso a na sa wo tie MPP side no nko ade obi a sori a anhwa wontimi nka se me nko a menye den men sori nti ene on makra. That's the simple reason ti adu asafo on fama na we say so revelations are Kennedy Japan enama odi eba nsama wo keka nyina a kire enuoma mienu edikan okay say ada ye boycott your friends say parliament the approval of or more version of the approval of the budget no na you suspect say Adwasafo eni ho no but all of a sudden you say Adwasafo e wo ho no
yeah
ama issues be brave by about vaccination ni ade today Kennedy Japan is telling us say omokofa Adwasafo sada na omokofa Adwasafo de ne ba Ghana no. She refused to go to parliament. Into the question is, who was sitting in Adwasafo's seat?
Okay.
Sadan.
So
these are the issues. Now, we said the meeting can MPP for us. So, but we want this over and done with because we believe say the business are obeying kwani a friend is saying any e-levy, and they should get their acts together. No more famra. Na yentuntia
right
na omumra na omoni embetenase yenchi omokwan ombefa so a sa e-levy sika na omope no yebetimi akriti sa sika no anase yebetimi apesa sika no wa bra yemfa sa haw no ensan fan konkoto Ghana for so.
Atemi Dasi Bebre, Honorable Adams Abdul Salam, a member of Parliament, new at the Biasisiana, or the Fidia 2 hours, about minutes after 10. Adom 106.3 FM, Medini Kwesia Sempa, a wow, Mebauso, but before then, about your Yentiewe.
On 21st December 2021, inaugurated the National Energy Transition Committee to prepare a plan that will guide Ghana's process. As part of its activities, the committee is conducting nationwide stakeholder consultations to solicit inputs from Ghanaians. This forum is the first of such engagements, which will continue to 6 other regional belts in the country. I urge you to provide meaningful contributions that will serve as inputs for the preparation of the plan. In a bid to transition smoothly, Ghana must seek to increase its natural gas-based electricity generation. We shall also harness the use of our gas resources by expanding gas pipelines to key demand centers across the country and increase access to LPG for cooking in households. We all have to be aware that this transition is going to take place over the next 30 years. But the cost of that transition, even though it's going to be over the next 30 years, the costs are being felt today. There's less and less funding available for oil exploration and exploitation, and you are seeing this in an increase in oil prices globally today as this transition is being talked about and is taking place. But we, in many of the developing countries, are facing these very high costs of petroleum prices, and that is resulting in many economic impacts such as inflation in many countries as prices of goods increase in response to the increase in petroleum prices.
Adom FM.
Well, I was into the voice of the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and I would say, indeed, I'm not happy about fuel prices, so they are corner. But even they, wow, I remember how.
Yeah, before that, Honorable can say, Yamrana Omunchre, another way of generating revenue.
Yeah.
Omokai, you don't have anything to say again. Muka say Yanko Auditor General's report. No, you said it. Former President Mahama say Yanko IMF. So that is the only solution you have. In 2014, former President Mahama can say Oma Yunamana Manaka Dumpeno. Dr. Wamiaka Trene said, the only economy no best say no. What say economy is the only way out in the Obeko IMF. What's your prophet of doom? Until Obwa Yentiminko. Okosasa we don't come call we Senchi. Onko drew hono. Onka said the doctor.
I'm invite him, Mama.
Yes, because you catch them say baby ombekwa no. Ampa yakoya na kure don't come catch them say omunko IMF na. And they went to IMF. And the result is that Osha the economy under IMF, and when he was even managing the economy without IMF, no, it was even better than under IMF, because under IMF, no, Yamamu 980 million. After the 980 million, net freeze on employment by. But we are no free. Almost all the economic fundamentals went off gear with IMF. Now Osha way GDP growth. If we sing double digit, equal 3.5, worst in over 25 years. Now that I'm not IMF na economy no my. Again, inflation, every single digit equal 15.5 under IMF. policy rate ekwanya ye fa so na ye de ebo busia ema banks no local banks no almost ebo busia no 25.5. The average lending rate under Mahama in 2016 with IMF was around 35%. And average lending rate a year 20%. The highest you can get in this country today is 24%, because policy rate is 14.5%. That is from 25.5. So, say economic fundamentals, initially under Mills it was okay. When we namne card don't pay no crown, it was better. But IMF ebe so mono. Say. So okay say yenko IMF na me enfam mabunu adwuma. Ye feel say ye the 11 ba. It started a U start now. And no boa ema yetimi eko spending on social
but when him say NDC for penekasa monko IMF mo amunipa former member of parliament
yes
the former member of parliament New Japan South
yes
honorable CCB that's what can be
yes because we say he's an economist waka but the premise or they can say yanko IMF was wrong because when you say 11 no entimi generate sika bia but IMF betimi aboya ukwa IMF akwaje bisia obetua later 11 ujine heya no de tua aka no there's a difference again IMF no 980 na omomaye no na a special drawing rate into 3 years and a draw size can into 300 million 11 no enye one time. There's a lot of people no omontia say a year continuous as even whatever be the case say 11 credit me generate 1 billion Ghana city, not the dollars kura. At least a better than so obeko akwaje bisia a free IMF. Na IMF dache no na odi abeka ye debi I see your deputy unsustainable. Debi ayaka. Na see ye DBB bani aya titi mo reni na ye nya kakra na dia retire debt na. Me just say betimi aboy nyina. On
the fuel.
A worrying situation, especially the air coso, especially within the world in terms of shortage of air bar because of some cold war that exists and so on. So say in the next 1 year you turn world marketer you been there Ghana, which is very very important. I was saying yehwe ehwasem yen nyina yenim say ekosoro a normal miensa and answer a 9 and a man kosoro, especially the cost in Ghana. Baku a world market price. They toss me no way interest way friends exchange rate. They toss me a taxes and they toss me a 9 the cost of storage and no enama a kosoro and a year automatic tariff adjustment. Yes, a net exporter of crude, but is a net importer of the same commodity because a refinery be ewaha. So, sir, omuka say yebeno. I'm sure that yes, our consultations now. The best thing is that the entire revival of thermal oil refinery, trying to see if we can get another refinery somewhere. Try to see say betimi increase your gas. Your friends say it is a sankofano ebekawa. To aboa ebitimi aboa and no kra ne bema at least your electricity bono akofom kakra because ohwe a plants a use crude ni boarding a chain plants a use gas no so wie ya ebesanya cooking your friends free mo a ebitimi aboa sa LPG ne nakeka ho nti worrying. But the only solution and say yinyina no yehu ekwan a ebetimi afaso asoman ya dwendwen ho na yehu ekwan a ebetimi afaso aye energy sufficient a ebetimi aboa oman nti the right thing to do and mijide says our consultations no betimi aboa ama yanya the perspective a ebetimi aboa yentimi nkodum sobio because the moment you get all this right you get a lot of the gas a ebetimi our generation capacity dada. The only thing is ubenya gas na power a lot of the thermal plants no. And also ebetimi aboa na electricity na ba phone na stable electricity ebetimi aboa.
Mate me da say Awa Mohammed me da say honorable member also na fe
na edi kan ma me so
OTB BFU
minti nyoma bienu bi free ho no mo uza mi de ka say oji tu mu say meals time no na the fundamentals no of the economy no were good.
Yes,
so what you say yeah, record single digit inflation, growth was okay, any other. But fast forward to Mahama time. This one who say a dear the man a basa. Now President Mahama Kasisi ya ria manaka dumpi.
On the kind.
Okay. He
said
yes, didn't in a man basa because now President Kufuor Kono what the single spine salary a friend is.
But that was
policy,
Mills.
No, the
Mills na inheriting Mahama.
Yeah, or inheriting, but Mahama by in 2012 they started implementing.
Yes.
You started implementing in 2012.
No, 2010.
2010 when
yes.
Around that time make Mahama by 2012
yeah.
Ye jiji o mayi sika nyina ye sika ye wo nyina na ye di over 70% etua adwumayefo
ene kra sanity
ai ene sanity
ene kra sanity so and Mahama it was the same thing.
Yes but ni nyina achi no
it was the same thing.
Ni nyina achi no President Mahama e be free bam 2016 no IMF any World Bank nyina project say growth will be around 8%. And
on be say a growth. On be say ade ni wie.
Wo ba ye na wo be take credit. So wo na wama wama growth eduru 8%. Ade na wo ye fa ho. Within such short time now wo ba ye Friday say 2016, 2017 now ba ye na sa 2017 na ye record one of the highest growth of about 8%, you know. We
sustain a higher growth because the following year is 6.something.
How our global Sika ye di namna ni ariamanaka do pe ni nyina echi no ye kɔ no ye jawe japade se fab to aso na akwan hospitals blocks your friend is an airport adwuma ye wo hono mu terminal 3 your friend is a port expansion project ye ni nyina di jawo se oba brane beto aso ene se oba no adubi ase a akwan bia ne ye bia 2016 ye ja ho no akwan no aka ho no mu oba one pin cry in terms of infrastructure mo fa enka ho so ye ko stabilization no adubi ase any Ghana fa na baby bebre oba no adubi akọ no adubi ase na kokohwe
wanje
dwumadia
wanje ambulance ni bi
ambulance
napco ebi nim ho 350 people na fa no mu ho kwa napco
fu
350 okuro mu ho
napco
anya dan kwa na ye amamu
upia bonti sisi a now
anya dan kwa na ye amamu when you build the human resource is very important
a job say adwuma sam na wo kan in your friend is in our time we created more jobs in the public sector than you. Hey, records are there to show. Enti men ko hono na ko sem wo na ugu banks no create napco wo so create adwuma ye ko no stabilization fund so nim the idea friend is stabilization fund ye ja 300 million you say na economy na say na nye na yare namna na ka dompe no kura no ye manage economy na ye ko ija wa japade stabilization for 300 million 270 million in the your friend is a sinking fund. So bank a car tama president before bond near the our G Emredu say you
talking about 300 million.
So your friend is a in infrastructure fund. You got 270 million.
So ni nyina kwa do 1 billion. Ni nyina do 1 billion. Amamu.
Ye da wo na wonder wo kwa. Enne masa and me say enne akufuado kwa business stabilization fund send wo obaye wo ba bedi ye man sika nyina nti 11 asam na ye ka no enye say ye se kwa IMF o ye nka se kwa IMF ana ye nka se ye ne ye ba be kire de ye ba de nim se wo betimi aye ne se sa unnecessary expenditure yemfa plane ba ko $14,000 per hour any sa anyoma no jai se wu jai a na se sa auditor general sika 12 billion na ayira yehu bebie ko no se wu sisa kwan na wo benye sika esene de 11 no e de be ma asema ye ka kire wo no ye nka nche wo se kwa IMF de the last resort.
Okay,
but so President Mahama e ka say ye for IMF e bia wo update wo ho dia
enti asema ye ka kire wo no enye se kwa enye ne ba be kire de but o ma yi mu a ye sika wa ada enye wo na wo ka se ye tisika so
Nanya tax na nya dey. Yeah, taxes no say
Mate honorable me that say abza for I na say 50 yeah honorable tell na fe me go away.
And your friend is fuel semi
yeah,
and the transport your friend is operators almost move to or more your friend is first
yeah
by
15%
by 15%.
Me that way.
I mean, you can't blame them. So what shall my more or year campaign here in DC 2016 taxi drivers and trotro drivers because almost 10 be almost nipa Montunti Adom Mahama Akufo de ne ba omi aba obe omo be your friend is saying omo ebete fuel so ama mu nyina mo ho atom ana saa na obede to abati aye then the yakase ye hwe factors a ema your friend is saying fuel prices ekosoro a ye di kan taxes egu fuel no so what market price ne de untimi nya hwe mfa ho Joe Biden ultimately nya hwe mfa ho bo na Akufo Addo tima be bibia fa ho so what you say but taxes bayan so egu your friend is saying fuel prices no so no eno na Akufo Addo ni ba o me betima ye ho bibi na wo so mutimi ye ho bibi so fi so mo ba no omo se ade a your friend tax omo fa tax e na ba be bu oman asama ba o me aka kire na wo hwe mani
yankanisa Would you say that?
I'm moving from taxation to production. Yeah.
We are doing it.
But your money we honorable. Yeah.
Now, what do you mean by tape? For know how?
Me just say tape no more. Info be now.
And you know, say, or say, Baumia, Dr. Baumia, we February, your friend is December 2nd, 2015.
But all kind of thing.
The NDC has resorted in.
But all kind of thing.
What's it?
All kind of thing.
Oh, Ghana Web.
Okay.
Ghana Web. So, NDC has resorted to increasing taxes under the economic difficulties they created, and NPP government would do differently.
Okay.
So what you say? NPP would move away from taxation to production. Yes. Production,
yes.
Was where the Akufo Addo nanka so pay mu nanka the government was say President Mahama Abino lucky focus and only knows how to tax and borrow and not how to govern for the people. When you know some of taxes one of the expectation of your friends transport operators and they say nanka sa taxes no ebi wo hono ma ye ne introduce ya na nke wo se ba wie bibi te say and then matwem ebi mo hokura na masa increase taxes no e wo so eno no mo ka kire mo say de mo ka say ye be move free taxation to production no mo fa nya adwuma
right
we ye no so free hono ma we taxes ni free hono ma
ana mo first na me kwa
yeah we taxes ni free hono ma e de ebiom na ye another factor depreciation on one kasa kan depreciation of the city.
But that's honorable.
And also just now omoka fan I say me time so ya wa make us o interject me.
Oh David honorable my mouth time.
So na depreciation of the city no President Akufo Addo was see city no said ye be ya city no ho be ye din because time na Akufo wo honom na ye $1 1 cedi. President Mahama ba na ye $1 2 cedis. Enu nti Sana, there be 4
cities, 40 pesos.
That's 4 cities, 20 pesos. As at the time, I'm okay.
Me can't say my President Akufo Addo can ya bra no pay. Okay. Or person be president.
Okay.
Because that time
your friend is saying maybe I'm able tape natural. Tape me kind. Tape maybe I'm able natural.
No, you can reality. Don't just
2 pesos. Inti no President Mahama no wa bond do. And no tin na work akofa Dr. Baumia. No ye deputy Bank of Ghana governor. No adi na ba oba be so cedi num.
Martin honorable me da say wow me patrol mama. Honorable me da say wow.
Ampa you can say you be move from taxation to production.
Yeah.
You buy a first thing and it's 17 nuisance taxes ye free ho. We scrap 17 nuisance taxes a nuisance taxes ye free ho. Check it 4 years ya govern. The entire 4 years, I now do 5 years. And how many taxes I introduce? And what necessitated all these taxes? The only taxes are ye nimse, ye diaka home. COVID levy in a kicker home. So it should tell you that enya dia ye dwelling on taxation. But because baby on minor drew. Baby we say ko drew. EU
sanitation and pollution.
Yes, because EU introduced 3 new taxes because of COVID.
Now
UK but say we are say the baby a wo kwaje business free now and on kra say on so tax in crofo
and they can say
Mr. Honorable
citizens relief
honorable bacho
and then we test Uchiaka it came only 2 days ago UK we test kra now COVID test kra say Uchiaka government has left them to their fate. UK say brace themselves up for harsher days ahead. US crowd the debt there almost say unsustainability. So it tells you that the only thing I'll be to my say let's generate the income here. You move on and your event a process. And until I started the industrialization, 1 district 1 factory. Because we are 1 district 1 factory now we are import substitutes to be bria. And no brow Emma production rather than taxation. Yes, but unfortunately, COVID came, ravaged the economies around the world. And definitely there is the need for us to introduce some few taxes. A bit mere buana cushion the economy. But we will not dwell on taxes because we can't tell. We say the entire 5 years and about 3 or 4 taxes per end of the aba. New. Won't mean say the but more kaya in no taxo. Kaya or swallow manukrana mujo muska. Cutlass, condom. And definitely, Rebecca wants them. Then they now condom taxes. So cutlass, farm inputs. More the two the importation of condom and condoms. This is in this country.
Don't worry, maybe some.
Bibi Alberto tracks to be a tax also. I believe say
but Munim say mo buy commodity be among the tax at also.
Commodity be as the same.
I'm on the tax stamp buy.
Yes.
So when you buy this, there is a tax stamp.
No, you are supposed to bueno dada and you say be niho. But the only thing is because say Vienna na we or the treme and I say you should now the treme.
Yeah.
First na entire also. But omutua tax also. But you who say the tax stamp on a bar and no bois Emma will be chagum nase a tax and also was getting around the tax and a bit match. Very simple. And you say the Bibia Kahuna Ama tax no at the your friends and
which one? Yes, to be fair to you. Oh, but Okacha said it
was a government policy to tax in 2014. They tax cutlasses and farm inputs and condom. This is something said parliament.
It never happened.
I'm really surprised you're talking about this because you cancel your friends importation of medicine. Na condom and a yifri as part of the nuisance taxes are yifri.
This is you guys hold on 2016. Why your propaganda?
This is not 2016. This is the real facts. Say ya buy ya introduce taxes akesi bia e-levy buy. Because of COVID ni normal SCC na keka ho any who say yan ko IMF enkoje bisen free ho some beka bisen ya boto ho a yen nyina no from Kwame Nkrumah up to ene no bisen no doso ye gi 11 why na bochen obia because the interest rate of 122 for 6 years cry saying 122 now oje no say can interest rate 10% cry around 70 billion and which now say enye ni nyina na e bisen baby ya gi bisen ni bi aka ho ya kire adwuma ye de bisen na ye ya kwanya obi anye bidda in the Fourth Republic. Obi anye bidda in the Fourth Republic. There is no single regional capital asphalt in this country. There is no single regional capital. Kotakura de overhead Kotamale first time I interchange Kotamale. Ukrom I knew at Biase. Yafa and Mabunu Makuma 350 Mamojuma. Omuna no me graduate so. Yes, I'm Napco. Yes, because now Munya Juma. But I buy Yafa and this is for because so original communications team I met my bonipa 5. within the Ashanti Regional Communications team of the NDC. We are NAPCO beneficiaries.
But I say,
bet me about 5.
I me that's the NTA way enough and wrap it up.
The Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Okay, and see, quick one. Will be our 60 seconds here. They wrap it up. Now, the CD depreciation against the dollar. Honorable. I mean, Browse, when you're sorry. So.
Yo, Minya. Sadia Mekayan. Idea. Ubo Baumia voice. Me and Sabia. Emumienu. Before say Obabe vice president was about this. Actually, this was his claim to fame. So what I said, so Oba or no, Obeba Beshe say ye see no. Ya chi your friend is saying, ya chi your friend is saying dollar no, I didn't share them a tum. Said the bear city no, a best stabilizer. Say corners ah, Keba boy and Bibia boy because of that, because a lot of a new man you consume or may you your coffee at the back. What the qua? What the CD now was also $600 and the CD in the making. And if you are no, I'm if you want to break 8 in a dada. And
fuel in 8.
And I'm break 8.
But what of fuel?
Into your hesse CD no, and if you want to do obedient, I break 8. So, that is the situation I won't see.
And about 60 seconds. 60 seconds now.
And we know it betray all the things are. Okay. Economic messiah or no Oba Beshe.
Me that's honorable. Our 60 seconds. Yeah.
As a a Georgesburg economy, they be a import to normal be a chain exporter. Definitely, the only thing you can do is to manage the level of depreciation of the city.
This is not the first time I import in your mouth.
Yes, the American say the only thing you can do and they say ube manage the depreciation. But don't mean say ube to me obesum. And depreciate. You only manage the level at depreciate.
Exactly. 1:1.
Yes, I know now a redenomination. After the redenomination, about 1.2. What I say, and people had their issues with that. But I make and say you only slower the depreciation. And can this in our power and can be drew by 10%, 10 cities because in 2017 I buy and 2017 to 2020 cumulatively. Depreciated by 7.3%. But 2013 to 2016 under Mahama, it depreciated by 18%. And 2021 to around 1.26%.
At the time, NDC fee office, now you're saying?
Now 4.2.
That's the point.
Okay, so 4.2 now mobile, you're saying?
Yes, 6.4 also.
6.9.
You could have managed the depreciation from there. Around this time, there were 5.5. You've done well.
The level of depreciation under Mahama. And can no that average so and can e be do 10.
But I want him said this level of depreciation I will count or more crown your man. And they are not thinking about level of depreciation.
That's what they do.
They are looking at CD to dollar.
That's what they do. Okay. The only thing is that when you invest more in production, and until number one district factory will do all this because
honorable members, my time is up. And the Mame Fasedama, Honorable Adams Abdul Salam, Member of Parliament, New Edubiase constituency. Awal Muhammad, head of PR, YEA. I am member of the MPP National Communication Team, Mindo Masi Bebre. Nation and Somami say we a landlord, landlady. Ye pe dine, ye pe single room self-contained. Ewo Achimota, La Paz, Tesano, North Kaneshi, Dakoman. Ebacho Tiemami Bio, Achimota, La Paz, Tesano, North Kaneshi, Dakoman. Ye pe single room self-contained. Ebacho will be a friend number Medi 2J 0243 571 744 0243 571 744